A poem from Nighthawks called Ode to the Moo Cow. But
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Wade. And thank you all for coming on a beautiful day like this. I found it hard to come indoors, and yet here all of you are, so thank you. So this is Cloudfire, and like Wade said, it came out at the end of last year. And I did grow up in San Francisco, and a lot of this book is inspired by San Francisco, thus the Cloudfire. And the first poem in the book is 17 pages long, so I'm not going to do that. But, you know, I was just so influenced by fog in the city that I just kind of used it for this poem. So I'm just going to read a few sections, maybe 6 or so, from the first poem, and then I'll move on to other things. Can you hear me okay if I stand here? Okay. Clouds. We begin by christening them, salt grains of sky rising rhythmically from the soft nursery of fog. Moth-winged nebula, haloed pillar of snow, feather and float, pasture and jaw, infinitesimal starbirth times a million. They are poured milk we spoon and swallow, wear like skin. They polish our cheeks and stiffen our fingers. They rest on our tongues, and together we taste them gliding over the wide water, silver in foglight. We cannot fly, but nest ourselves in clouds. But for the slow voyaging mist, we feel naked. We do this like children or angels living on the ledges of waves and lips, downy wings so white they hum every color, bees rolling in a white rose. Clouds brush a language of shadow and light. Waves speak their own tongue of dissolution. Spindly-legged birds rushing their ruffled edges dip into the shore's sweet pockets and swallow. We walk along the back and forth of it all, sand dollars and wood, seaweed and jellies, heads down, measuring the exact breadth of every word. For a moment, our history of who is correct and who is right is stamped into the cool ground, and the wind we've walked through so many times, aslant, is more like a laying on of hands than wind. If there is anything more to be said, we don't know what it is. So we listen to the sea, to the clouds, to the bubbles that rise from the deep and burst the last word. It was always theirs anyway. Now and then, a cloud leaf placidly breaks from the cerulean flow of sky water. It lowers itself through tree limbs, reaches into the stark whiteness of your bones. Swept into the hollow of the moment, you feel far into that moist body adrift. A vision, wind-combed, waits at the edge of red horizon. A sea of echoes emanates from the intermittent moon, veil, moon. It means nothing if not the opening and closing of desire, as a flower formed of fog floats through, is gone, leaving only your conscience forever whirling in the breeze. Fog light, there is a mystery about thee, a silent heavenish thing, risen from the sea in waves of ghostly wings. It is light. The air upon the breast is angel breath, sweet among the shadows of love's slant universe. On the road to Kirby Cove, blackbirds and ravens, sea wind everywhere. Dream-light imaginings are sprung here. Wings lift at will, release the torture that tears as fire tears. After many years and many changes, I return and return to sea mist, her lips on me, her touch shimmer down my frame of flying forms, rainbow-winged. Here is merriment, the leap at the gate where salt sponges up memories, ensphered, of the grieving girl, squeezes them out at the edge of the world, until, like an exhalation, the world drops through altered wind, gathers all light that heals the wound. Beyond the blue bay day, the fertile field of moon-filled sleep, silver-beamed, will lie under the stars as a flower lives folded by night. So that's the last part of the cloud.